Hey you guys, what is going on? Shaquan back with another YouTube video where I'm going to be talking about my analysis. So let's go ahead and let's jump into the content. On Pound AUD, I did end up losing a sale that I executed yesterday. Now, when it comes to me being stopped out, for me to be stopped out, that means one thing: price has reversed. Okay, and I don't want that to be any type of confusion to say, well, when you always get stopped out, does it always mean price has reversed? Pretty much now, yes, it does. But the confusion can come in where if you get stopped out, you can get frazzled. Sometimes I do get frazzled when I get stopped out, but for this one in particular, I'm not. One of the reasons is because on Sundays, I analyze the charts with my students. And this is one of the currency pairs I knew could potentially reverse because AUD/USD reverse. And I'm going to go ahead and talk about that pair as well. But for now, since I've been stepped out, what are my next moves for this pair? Well, now I need to start looking for buys. I highly believe that when you get stopped out of something, especially when you have a parameter for your stop outs, it means to do the opposite. So, for example, because I'm stopped out on Pound AUD, this means for me to stop being the seller. We're no longer selling off. This is no longer a downtrend. This is now an uptrend. So now I have to erase just a few um things that I put on my price chart, right? My last price note tool, because I'm not concerned about the lower high, but now I need to be concerned about this lower low, because if price can stay above the lower low, I am going to want to take a buy. So now I am in the position to want to buy if price can pull back and stay below 1.71742, because I can't buy high. Price is going higher. Got to wait for that pullback. Okay. Now, as you also can see here, on the daily time frame, I'm just going to put the same price label tool back. We also have that same reversal here on the daily time frame. And so this is when I'm going to look to see if price continues to head up on Pound AUD. Where is this pair getting ready to go next? Because I may want to buy up to that point as well because I swing trade. Okay, so that's one. So let's go over to AUD/USD, because this is the currency pair that correlates with Pound AUD. So going to the weekly time frame for right now, as I stated, AUD/USD did have a reversal. Okay, you guys can see on this weekly time frame how she has a higher high here, and this is higher than the previous high right here. This was our last lower high, higher high, and it looks like now price is pushing down. If I take you guys to the 4 hour time frame, y'all can see the reversal a lot better. So we had higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low. Okay. And now if you look at to see what price is doing right now, on the 4 hour, price just made another lower low. So this tells me if Pound AUD keeps going back, it can pull back and push back up. AUD/USD can potentially pull back and then push back down. And so this is what I'm going to be looking at for the rest of the week on these two currency pairs. Now, will it happen? I don't know. But what I do know is I would like to see if price can push back up on AUD/USD, stay below 0.74940, and then continue down. And I will be setting pending orders for this because I missed two great pending order opportunities this week. A little upset about it because that was easy, good money, like over probably 400 pips on both pairs. But this stuff happens. Okay. So let's go to Euro USD, because this is one that I am interested in actually setting up a pending order. So if you guys look at Euro USD, I'm going to ask you guys, what do you think the trend is? Just looking at it right now. Okay. Now, if you said that price looks like it is in a downtrend, you are correct. And you have to put the evidence of the downtrend on your price chart. So we have a lower high, which is right here at this wick. We have a lower low, and then as you guys can see, price is now pulling back, which means this could be our new lower low at the bottom of this wick, depending on how this candlestick closes. Now, if price stays above this wick or this candlestick and keeps going up, this will be our new 4 hour lower low. Okay, and it's lower highs and lower lows because our exchange rates drop. 1.08088 is lower than 1.08365. Okay, and so now price can come back into my zone and stay below this exchange rate, not the zone, but the exchange rate. The zone is just a highlighter to where I want to enter the trade. Then I'm going to sell back down to the previous lower low and beyond. So I take profits on this one. Okay, so that is Euro USD really quick. Now I am gonna buy on Bitcoin at the moment. We got into buys last night on Bitcoin. So I am buying her back up because overall on Bitcoin, Bitcoin is actually in an uptrend. Okay, so even though I took this loss, I have this trade that's in profit to help make up for some of that loss. Okay, and this is why as a swing trader, it's important to have trades cycling out for you, where you have losers, you also have winners. I'm not a day trader, so it's not like I can take a trade a day. Because I'm not trying to trade the same currency pair every single day. Instead, I want trades to be running for me almost every day. Sometimes there are times, a lot of times, I don't have trades running because they may not be ready. But when they are ready, that is when I want to strike. Okay. So for me here, looking at Bitcoin, I bought because she did come into a previous zone of mine. And I'm hoping that she can continue to push up to $48,287, which is Bitcoin's daily higher high. So this is a long-term swing trade. Long-term means I'm holding more than a week. Potentially, I may be holding more than a week because it took more than a week for price to continue down or retrace or pull back. And so I'm looking to see if price can do the same thing here. So I am in this buy. We did get in last night because every Tuesdays and Thursdays, when I had the time, we do get on live. We do get in a live trade room, and then we can place trades together or set ourselves up for the next trading days. Okay. And so that's that there. And then lastly is US 30. Now, this is a trade that I gave out yesterday, and she did hit the reach the previous lows here. And so I'm hoping that she can stay below this last lower high and then continue down to hit my second TP on this one. And so we'll see. But if you follow me on YouTube, if you looked at my shorts, um, I did a YouTube short yesterday on US 30. Or if you follow me on Instagram, I have a reel on this current on this indice to where I stated what could potentially happen. So I entered a trade on this candlestick yesterday. She came back down to the lows. Now she's testing my entry point from yesterday, and hopefully she can roll over today. If not, I just lose the second position. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at for the week one stop out, one trade that's in profit, and the other for the second position is in a bit of drawdown, but hopefully she can continue to go back the opposite direction so I can make me some money. Okay. So yeah, there are other pairs, like I said, you can look at, which is Euro USD, that could have a potential trade on the day. And honestly, a part of being a swing trader, you guys, is actually waiting for these trades to set up and understanding I'm not trying to catch every single candlestick. I'm not trying to catch a trade every single day. I'm not coming back to trade the same setups or the same currencies or indices or the case may be every single day. I am literally on my hands waiting for them to come back to my zones. If they don't reach, I don't have a trade because there are more than one pairs that I can trade, right? But if I do get into a trade, if it's on the 4 hour time frame, I'm looking to hold that trade for between 24 hours to 72 hours because I'm a short term swing trader, right? Sometimes my trades hit within 24 hours, and that's great. Sometimes it takes 48 hours, sometimes it takes 72 hours if there's no consolidation. But if it's a long term trade that I have to enter in because of the daily time frame, I am already aware I may be holding that trade for a week, maybe two, maybe 3 weeks, maybe longer, right? But it all depends on the schedule. Like if you're a person who has a very busy schedule, swing trading could be great, especially if you know you can't make it to your charts every day at the same time. You want to hold the trade because maybe day trading and scalping isn't working, or maybe you just see the higher time frames better the way I do. I see higher time frames a lot better than lower time frames. Lower time frames for me, there are too many candlesticks, there are too many fluctuations, and there's just too much going on that I just don't want to deal with. Okay. I like holding my trades because I like doing things throughout my day. I don't always want to be stuck on the same currency pair. I don't want to be married to just one, two, or three currency pairs. I get bored really quick. Okay. And then there are times when for months a currency pair may not give me anything to trade, right? But that is just me. I don't like the noise of lower time frames. They kind of make me a little antsy. All right. And you may be different, and there's nothing wrong with that. But You guys, this is what I'm looking at as of today for the rest of the week. And I pray you guys are having a great trading week so far. If you need help, make sure you guys inbox me or put it down below in the comment section of this video so that I can actually speak back to you. Now, let me talk to you guys about one last thing. There are scammers out here pretending to be me. They're taking my content from YouTube, taking my content from Instagram, taking my content from my Facebook, even though I don't really do anything much on Facebook. But I only have one social media account. I do not have a WhatsApp. I do not teach through Facebook. And so someone is reaching out to you pretending to be me, and the links and profiles that I share are not my own. Those are scammers pretending to be me. And so it's great if you can report that page, or even on their page say, hey, you're pretending to be someone and you're trying to scam other people into pretending that you are who she is, because that's not who I am on those social media platforms, right? And so if you guys see that, just do your due diligence and call them out, right? And make other people aware so they do not get scammed, okay? You guys can reach me. You know where I am. You see me. You can hear my voice. And before people work with me, I do personal video calls so you can see that it's me and you can hear my voice. I don't work with anyone who does not visually see and speak to me, just like how I'm speaking to you guys. So please keep that in mind. I don't like working with anybody who I don't see and who does not see me. So there you go. Okay. But you guys, without further ado, have a great week, and I will speak to you in the next video.